We start with the story of a self-proclaimed social media influencer who is quite literally putting North Texas car salespeople in danger by taking them on daring test rides.
Our Nicole Nielsen getting us underway with the exclusive story tonight. Nicole.
Yeah, good evening, Doug. Nicole, we're talking about test drives that turn unsafe as the man behind the wheel films it all. It's been happening for months, but now some dealerships are speaking out saying that the driver is putting their employees and the general public at risk, all for social media.
They are high-end cars being driven at breakneck speeds and used for dangerous stunts. As the salesman riding along can do little but watch and sometimes beg for it to end.
Yeah, just let me get out the car. Okay, let me just do it at the end of the sign. No. I don't want to be inside the car when you. One second.
The person behind the wheel appears to be Amer Saeed. The Dallas man has posted dozens of videos of what he calls joyrides online, recording the reactions of salesmen from dealerships across North Texas as what he calls entertainment. Some of the posts contain racist or derogatory captions, which we are not showing. Last summer, the Texas Automobile Dealers Association issued an alert about Saeed, warning members across the state about salesmen being endangered. But it hasn't stopped the risky trips, including this one at Moritz Kia in Hurst.
What's the issue?
I'm gonna have to explain the tires.
They'll be fine.
He gets on the test drive with the salesman and immediately starts just spinning the tires, and it looked like he was going 100, 120 miles an hour. The salesman was pretty scared.
General Manager Matt Ducote says he sees fear on the salesmen's faces for their lives.
All right, man, you ready?
And their livelihoods.
It's just a scary situation when you're not in control and someone's driving recklessly. And if you're thinking you're about to sell a car, you may not say what you would normally say to somebody that's driving that way.
Brandon Thomas says Saeed visited 2 of his dealerships, both times posing as a serious customer discussing finances before the drives. The first time was about a year ago.
The customer basically went off of our normal route, exceeded speeds of over 150 miles an hour in the vehicle, and held our salesperson hostage in the vehicle during the test drive.
6 months later,
we were supposed to only go up the street, loop around El Dorado, and then come back. He decided to ignore all instructions from me.
Sales associate Edgar Lopez says Saeed instead got onto 75 in McKinney at speeds topping 160 miles an hour. While he's smiling in the videos online, Lopez says inside he was panicking.
There was just a whole bunch of emotions of fear and just wanting to get back to my house and wife and kids safely. But basically got to the point where we ended up somewhere north of Fort Worth.
Lopez says the entire trip lasted nearly 2.5 hours. Saeed did not respond to our emails, but he did recently post a video of himself answering a question about potential legal troubles.
How is the individual driving in those videos not in legal trouble? Well, I'm not an attorney or anything like that, but these videos are quite old for that individual who's driving in those videos. And so the cars are completely fine, no issue with the cars at all. They drive fine, so no provable point that there's been damage under the car. There's no damage to the car.
Both Thomas and Lopez say damage to the cars is not what concerns them, but the fact that their lives and others are on the line.
Just very angering that he sees this as a game. He sees people's lives as a game.
Anybody that would take pleasure in that, kind of torture, if you will, is just terrible human.
So the big question in all of this, aside from speeding, is he breaking the law? Now, we've asked law enforcement sources who say some of the cases could be considered reckless driving, careless driving, even unlawful restraint. But so far, it appears that no police department is currently investigating this.
And Nicole, I feel like anyone sitting at home watching this is asking how. How is that possible? Are any of the dealerships picking up the phone and calling police about this?
Right, that's our question too. Now, 2 of them told us that they actually did, but we haven't been able to verify that those reports were actually filed. It appears that, though, in many of these cases, the dealerships are just chalking it up to a bad customer and not realizing that it's happening over and over again at all these different dealerships.